God is already working to bring about your desire. He is leaving clues, signs of his work around you so that you know where to apply your efforts. In order to sync up with his plan, you must actively look for these signs. Here are two signs of that often get overlooked. One is people. In the book of Exodus, Moses develops a clear God-given desire to build a tabernacle where he and the Israelites can visit with God. He is given the vision with painstaking clarity in the immaterial world of his imagination. Now, Moses could see the material for the tent coverings. He knew the exact dimensions for each furnishing and for the tabernacle itself. He knew exactly what everything was supposed to look like, down to the garments that the priests would wear. And Moses articulates it all by writing it down and communicating it with others. In order to bring this vision into the material world, it would require intricate craftsmanship. There needed to be artistic designs made from gold and silver, stones cut for various settings, all kinds of carved wood and woven garments and canvases. Now, in my younger years, if I had received Moses' vision, I know exactly what I would have done. Recognizing the importance of the assignment, I would have dropped right out of my political science program and started working toward a degree in architecture or engineering. I might have even gotten a side job working for a goldsmith or a fabric dyer. I would have set out on a decades-long journey to master the skills needed. But Moses didn't do what I would have done. After giving Moses all the details, God then spoke to Moses. He said this, "See, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur in the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and understanding and knowledge and in all kinds of craftsmanship, to create artistic designs for work in gold and silver and in bronze and in the cutting of stones for settings and in the carving of wood, so that he may work in all kinds of craftsmanship. And behold," as God keeps saying, "I myself have appointed him and Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, and in their hearts of all who are skillful I have put skill, so that they may make everything that I have commanded you." Notice the first words of God's instruction to Moses. He says, "See." After having seen in the immaterial world with as much clarity as he could muster, God is now asking Moses to see into the material world and to look for the evidence of where God is already bringing about the desire. God was working in a much more simple way than sending Moses to school on a decades-long learning program. God had already filled other people with the ability to do the work. There were craftsmen already among the people of Israel. Now, Moses took this as a sign, and he commissioned them to do the work. What's the lesson? God often works to bring about your desire through other people. You don't have to master every skill yourself. You don't have to do everything yourself. You might do nothing yourself. Who are the people already assembled around you that can move your desire closer? They may be signs, golden links in the chain toward your desire. Here's the second type of sign, systems. Now, King Solomon wisely said that there is nothing new under the sun. It means for every desire that you have, there is some related endeavor that has already been attempted. Someone has already failed trying to do something similar to what you want done. Someone has successfully done something similar to your desire. And the successes and failures of people in some completely different industry also leave clues for what will and won't work for you. If you're like me, in the same way, you may feel the need to do everything yourself. You may also feel the need to come up with the plan for how everything should be done to bring about your desire. But this too is painful labor. Consider that God didn't drop Adam and Eve into a wasteland with just a desire to be fruitful and multiply, and then leave them to figure it out for themselves. No, he carefully placed them into an orderly garden that he had already created. He put systems in place to govern how things would work. And within that context, he gave them their work and their assignment. The environment was already set up for them to succeed. In the same way, the world is full of systems and full of principles. Through science and philosophy and many other fields of study, we're still discovering them and learning to cooperate with them. At one point a few years ago, our business grew to the place that taking sales calls ourselves was unrealistic. We needed a different solution. Our desire was to continue growing. And we knew that in order to do that, we would either need to build a sales team or learn how to sell our coaching one-to-many without the need for calls. Now, the latter was more in line with the vision we saw for our company, so we set out to build a one-to-many sales system in our business. Now, my wife understood this principle that I'm sharing with you. She wasn't going to do the painful labor of building her own sales system from scratch. She started seeing where God was already working. What systems had God already put in place and blessed in other businesses? Who were the coaches that could help us? What could we model? Because we synced up with models that were already working, we saved ourselves years of painful labor trying to build our own thing from scratch. Yes, we've made our own improvements over the years, but the starting point was looking for systems that were already working. God placed those systems around us to help bring about the desire that he had placed within us. Can I invite you to take some practical action on this idea? Would you take a moment right now and think about where God is already moving in the area of your desire? Maybe pull out a notebook or open up a note-taking app and bring one of your desires to the center of your mind. And then ask yourself, where is God already moving in this area of my life? What good things are happening right now concerning this desire? Who is already in my network that may be a resource? What systems are already demonstrating success that I can model? Journal your answers and keep the notes handy so that you can add to them as more thoughts come to you. These are the signs of where God is already moving. You focus your efforts in these areas and you'll see the abundance of fruit in all of your labor. I hope this episode has been a benefit to you. If so, make sure to like and subscribe so you get more videos just like this one to help you in your success journey. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You know, great businesses and great leaders are built using effective communication. For more, go to speakingschool.com, grab my Elite Business Success Toolkit for free just for trying out our Speaking School membership. That's speakingschool.com. See you next time.